All right, Shalom Akim. First off, I'm say Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai, Brakatah Yahweh, Brakatah Yahweh Shai. Call Halal Yahweh, Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Krakadash. Double honor to our apostles and elders, great millstone, rule well through the Spirit. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, preaching and living the word in sincerity and truth. All right, Shalom to the select sisters out there that are believing as well. All right, this is Yarala, Brother Yarala, back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And tonight I just wanted to go through a lesson concerning the elect of the nation of Israel, the ones that are slated to be delivered. Okay, the ones that the individual that the Most High is dealing with, according to the scriptures, the ones that are prophesied to wake up in the last days to receive salvation. Okay, only salvation is for the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay, and who is the nation of Israel? You so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. And so I just want to go into a lesson how we should be focusing on the elect. Who is the elect? Where are the elect? Okay, we should be striving to be a part of the elect, because you have a lot of people in Israel that are in their emotions and in their feelings concerning the nation, concerning how our nation is going to be saved, and it's not according to the scripture. A lot of times, you have people, like I said, are emotional. They're on this tip of Israel needs to come together, need to save everybody, and you want to have everyone come together like this rainbow coalition of different sects of Israel, but everyone's not believing the same thing. Everyone's not teaching the truth, but they still want everyone to get along. They don't want 2/3 to be destroyed, which is prophesied in the Bible, according to Zechariah 13 chapter. Okay, they're going around to establish their own righteousness and their own thoughts out of their own heart, man. And so just going to kind of touch on that, and just just on the lesson of we need to focus on the elect. Okay, the remnant and that cluster that Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai has reserved for the last days, according to biblical prophecy, to wake up and to receive salvation and to receive the inheritance to be the governing body of the next world to come, man, which is the kingdom of heaven, under who? Under his son Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, on down to King David, on down to the rest of the 12 apostles, okay, on down to the rest of the elect, okay, the 144,000. Okay, that's who we should be concerned about. Okay, Jake is around here concerned about the so-called white man, who is Esau according to the Bible. They're trying to stop talking about the so-called white man. They're scared of the white man. Okay, some of them trying to save the so-called white man. They're trying not to address his wickedness, which the scriptures prophesy that we have to get on him, because it's his kingdom, man. Okay, Jake is focused on everything else but the right things, which is what? Concerning how the scriptures, as the scriptures prophesy, how the elect is going to make it, man. That's the whole goal, to be saved. Okay, and how do you be saved? You must be a part of the elect, chosen from the foundation of the earth, predestinated when you read Ephesians, the first chapter. Okay, so Lord willing, I'm just going through the few scriptures, and Lord willing, edifying for Akim. So we're going to start off with 2nd Esdras, the 8th chapter. We'll start at verse 1. And he answered me, saying, the Most High hath made this world for many, but the world to come for few. Okay, this world is for many people, man. Okay, there's over 7 billion people on the planet Earth, and you can kind of do what you want because it's ruled by Satan. Okay, but the world to come is made for few, man. Okay, and who is that few? The elect that's going to be delivered out of here. That's going to receive that inheritance and that rulership. Okay, receive those crowns upon their head. That's what the next world is made for, man. Okay, now the rest of the nation of Israel is going to be in good case as well, because the scriptures say all Israel shall be saved. Okay, but the elect are going to be is a governing body that's going to receive that fame and that praise for standing so stiffly for the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, which Lord willing I'll get later. Okay, I will tell thee a similitude, Esdras. All right, and okay, I will tell thee a similitude, Esdras, as when thou askest the earth, it shall say unto thee that it giveth much mold, whereof earthen vessels are made, which mold is like dirt or mud, but little dust that gold cometh of. Okay, so the earth has tons of dirt and mud and things of that nature, but there's little dust that gold cometh out of it. So it's likened until as many people as in the world as and the elect. Okay, the elect is only 144,000, along with the 1/3 of the nation of Israel, man. Okay, that's a small number compared to all the people that are on planet Earth. So it's likened unto that only a remnant of the nation of Israel is going to be saved and be glorified when Yahweh Shah comes back to destroy this kingdom and put all the kingdoms in subjection and take back this earth, man, and put under rightful rulership, under righteous rulership. Okay, even so is the course of this present world. Okay, there be many created, but few shall be saved. Okay. And that's what Israel can't get, man. Only a few people are going to be saved, man. Not everyone's going to get it, man. Not everyone's going to come together to get along on this side, man. The Most High set it up that way, okay? That's Romans 11:8. Israel have not obtained that which is seeking for, but the election have obtained it. The rest were blinded, man. Okay? And those blind people are the ones that can't get it. They can't wrap their mind around how the Most High is going to destroy 2/3 of our people. You know? It must happen for the good things to come. All these things have to happen, man. The elected, the 2/3 have to be destroyed. Esau has to be taken down. This present world has to be completely wiped off the planet Earth, man. This present life, rulership, way of life has to be wiped out in order for the kingdom of heaven to come. And Jay doesn't want to go through that straight gate. Okay, Jay doesn't want those hardships to come, man. They want everything to be all fluffy, nice and smooth, man. What has nice and smooth and fluffy gotten our people? It's gotten us in the worst condition ever known to Israel, man, to where we don't even know who we are. And we're completely jacked up. Okay. Verse 4. So answered I and said, swallow then down my soul, understanding and devour wisdom. And that's what we have to do, man. We have to get the proper understanding. But only the elect is going to be blessed with that and going to continuously devour that wisdom. Okay. And that wisdom is lining up with the Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua and his will, not according to your own will, okay, not according to what this present world teaches, out of your own feelings, your own mind, your own thoughts and understanding, your own personal truth. Okay, there's only one truth. As the scripture says, there's one Lord, one faith, and one baptism, man. There's one faith and there's one way of understanding the scriptures, man. And not everyone's going to get it. Okay, so let's jump down to verse 48. Okay, verse 48. And this also there are marvelous before the Most High, in that thou hast humbled thyself, talking about Esdras, as he becometh thee, and hast not judged thyself worthy to be much glorified among the righteous. And that's what the elect they're going to have that mindset of. The elect is going to come into the mindset of, hey, we are righteous as filthy rags when you read the book of Isaiah, and know we're not worthy of salvation, but we're going to seek the Most High 10 times more. That's what you should be thinking of, having yourself in a humble mindset. Versus a lot of these Israelite groups will walk around proud as hell, boasting in their own works, versus humbling themselves in faith under Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay? For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. And that's what's coming to a lot of our people, amongst, of course, also to the rest of the heathen, because the Most High is not dealing with them, but coming to a lot of our people, because a lot of our people are proud and don't have a reason to be proud. Okay? Especially niggas in the world and niggas in these churches, man. They're proud as hell, but they're the lowest state ever in history, man. Complete pieces of worthless crap on this side, man. But they're walking around in great pride like they are somebody, like they got something. They made $20 an hour and they think they made it, you know. They sold out to the white man and you know, and they think they made it. But they still slaves. They're still in subjection to Hollywood, okay? They're still in subjection to these so-called Jews that run the whole world, okay? That you have to sacrifice your morals. You have to put on a dress, okay, in order to make it. You have to, okay, sell out pretty much. You know, doing things that you don't necessarily want to do in order to get that check, man. Many great miseries are going to happen to those people, man. And a lot of our people can't wrap their mind around that. But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. And that's what the elect are going to do, man. Okay. You can't worry about everyone else, okay? Everyone else don't want to come into the truth. Jake want to go to the hood and hand out sandwiches and turkeys like Nino Brown and start food drives and shelters and all this stuff for a bunch of wicked niggas that the Most High don't even want, man, okay? They're not thinking about Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. They only show up because why? You have a sandwich for their ass, man. That's why the Lord has spoken in parables to a lot of Jake, because he fed them with fishes and loaves of bread, but he knew they were only there to get a free meal. That's why he was speaking unto them parables. Okay, when you read Matthew the 13th chapter, what did he say? It's given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. Okay, but again, to read this, understand for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. And what does that put you in the mind of? Ezekiel 9:4. Okay, lay a mark on the foreheads of the men that sign and cry for the abominations to be done in the midst thereof. That's who we're after. Okay, like-minded men that want to be a part of the elect, that have a problem with the society and how it's being ran, and then have a problem with how our power, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, is being disrespected. Okay, those are the people that you should be worried about. Seek after those people. Seek to be in a place of in the presence of those type of people, man. Which that's going to be a small number. Okay, the Most High always dealt with a small remnant to show His power, and this captivity is nothing different. Verse 52, for unto you is paradise open, the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, a rest is allowed, yea, perfect goodness and wisdom. What is that? The kingdom, man. The law, statutes, commandments written in our hearts, man. Giving us a heart of flesh and taking away the stony heart, to where we're in complete righteousness and we're able to be and exist. Okay, like our Heavenly Father, His name is Yahweh. Yah, He, Hawa, exists or to be. The scripture say He is all and in all, man. So we're supposed to be in that will. So we're supposed to be able just to be in righteousness and just exist and live. You can't do that on this side. Okay? And not everybody wants to do that on this side. Okay? Everyone wants to be in their own wickedness, man. No, not everyone has a problem with not being able to do it on the side, as I should say. Okay? But that's what's prepared for the elect. Okay? And that's it, man. And so, like I said, we should focus on that, being a part of that number, looking out for those, trying to wake up those that could possibly be the elect, and focus on that versus focus on everyone else. That most of the people we know, they're going to be destroyed, man. And then you have Jake getting on us, Chief Great Millstone, the men that teach the same doctrine, because they want everyone to make it. They want everyone to come together, man. And that's completely BS, again, and that's completely willful and disrespectful to the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Verse 53, the root of evil is sealed up from you, weakness, and the moth is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Okay, and that's the protection, and that's the angels encamping around the elect, man. Not everyone's going to get their protection in that spirit. Everyone else has been given up to their own devices. Okay, verse 54, sorrows are past, and in the end is shed the treasure of immortality. It's like it, sorrows are past, and in the end is showed the treasure of immortality. And therefore ask thou no more questions concerning the multitude of them that perish. So we're not supposed to be worried about them, man. You're not supposed to be butthurt when someone breaks down Zechariah 13 chapter 8 verse properly, saying that 2/3 of these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans are going to be mowed down by the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Okay, you're not supposed to be. That's not supposed to affect you in a negative way. You're supposed to rejoice in it because it's the will of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of His law, and forsook His ways. And that's our people walking around through the camps. We're out there bringing out the truth and casting out the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. They cross the street. They fan their hands. They call the cops. They're the ones that come up scoffing the most. Our people, okay? They're the ones who wanted Yahushua to be killed, man. Said, let His blood be upon our children, man. That was Jake that did that. Okay? So we're not supposed to worry about them. They're already vessels fitted for destruction. Okay. For when they had taken liberty, they despised the Most High, thought scorn of His law, and forsook His ways. And we're in the time of grace right now. And what is Jake doing? Jake's still out here trying to go get what's theirs for themselves, trying to win in this society, man. Turn their nose up when you mention the law to a nigga in church. Oh, they act like you called them a motherfucker. Excuse my language. Okay, but they turn their nose up at the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. They despise they really despise the Bible. When you really go into the Bible, Jake hates the Bible, man, and they've been taught that by this present world, and so they don't get it, man. The Most High don't want them to get it. He has blinded them. Okay. Moreover, they have trodden down His righteousness, and said in their heart that there is no power, yea, and that knowing they must die. Okay, they're saying it with their actions, man. They say they believe in the Most High, but in their heart, in their mind, in their actions, they say differently, man. They don't have no fear is being pushed of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua here in America amongst 2/3 of our people, man. And they don't want that fear. They want to do what they want to do because they are their follow the devil, man. They are their Alistair Crowley spirit, that spirit of Esau. Do as thou wilt. Okay, that willful, rebellious spirit, man. For as the things aforesaid shall receive you, so thirst and pain are prepared for them. For it was not His will that men should come to naught. Okay, so the things that are aforesaid, the things that were prophesied of the kingdom, the city that's building, we read a few verses earlier, that's prepared for the elect. but thirst and pain are prepared for the rest of the nation. Okay, the rest of the 2/3 of our people, man. Anguish, pain, Jacob's trouble, martial law, race riots, ultimately end up in the RFID microchip. Okay, nuclear destruction, famine, disease. All those things are prepared for scorners, man. For the rebellious, for the wicked fools of our nation. Because the scripture say the fool has said in his heart that there is no God. So that's really about Esau, but our people are into that same mindset now. So they're foolish because of their ways. Okay, for it was not his will that men should come to naught, but they which be created have defiled the name of him that made them, and were unthankful unto him which prepared life for them. So they defiled the name of you. They hate the name of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You say that the scripture say his name is dreadful among the heathen. Well, our people are a bunch of heathens on this side, man. They're in a Gentile state of mind, and they refuse to come back and repent to the law, statutes, and commandments. So it wasn't the will of the Most High to destroy people, but hey, the way they're acting, the way he has it set up, hey, death is prepared for them. Okay. And therefore is my judgment now at hand, and the judgment is at hand. The Most High is we're in judgment season right now. Okay, judgment is happening more and more every day, and it's steady increasing to more calamities and said perils that were prophesied. These things have I not shown unto all men, but unto thee and few like thee. Okay, and what is our which in the mindset of Amos 3:7? The Lord shall do nothing but reveal his secret unto his servants the prophets. Okay. His prophets are his men, okay, of the elected nation of Israel. They're teaching to have that understanding. The 144,000 learning that new song, man, that doctrine no one else can learn. Okay, when you read Revelation, the 7th chapter. Okay, so she doesn't show everything to all men. Yahushua didn't teach everything to all men. He would speak over the multitude's heads and then break everything down to his disciples and his followers, the ones that he actually called, to teach. Okay, let's get. Because I mentioned that, and it's because of Jake. They like I said, it's Jake's in their own heart, man. They're on their own will, okay. And then they get on us for condemning 2/3, man. Focusing on the elect. Well, this is what the scriptures say. You know, the scriptures say to do that. Jeremiah chapter 17 verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it? And that's what Jay does. And that word heart in the Hebrew is lab, man. So they're in their own mind, okay, in their own feelings about the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Okay, about what that's just they number glorify Israelite. It's nothing but Israelite Baptist Church amongst a lot of these different sects, man. Romans 10:2. For I bear them record. Oh, it's locking. All right, start at verse 1. Romans 10:1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to the Most High for Israel is that they might be saved. Okay, Paul said that they might be saved. Okay, we all love our people to be delivered and taken out of this position. It's crazy, man, to see our people walk around here bugged out, destitute, poor, but up ugly as hell, man, sick, disease, just in an all-out case, man. But hey, we went off, and so we're under the curses right now, okay? For I bear them record that they have a zeal of the Most High, but not according to knowledge. So our people have a zeal of a higher power, but according to knowledge, they don't have that, man. They don't have the understanding of the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It wasn't given to everybody, okay? For they being ignorant of the Most High's righteousness, which is what? To destroy 2/3 of the nation of Israel on this side. They're going to be saved and be delivered in reincarnation on the other side of the kingdom of heaven. They're going to come back through the loins of the elect, man. They're all going to be there, okay? But on this side, they have to go. This is point blank period. They got to go. They're doing too much as their daddy, the Esau, okay? And going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of the Most High. Okay, and if you going around saying that everyone needs to be saved, and you trying to get on brothers that are teaching that 2/3 are going to be destroyed on this side, according to Zechariah 13 chapter, okay, trying to get everyone to come together, then you're not submitting yourself unto the righteousness of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. You're going around trying to establish your own righteousness at the end of the day, okay? All throughout the scriptures, there's always been a remnant of Israel that's going to be that's been saved, okay? That's been prophesied to be saved, man. The scriptures only talk about the elect. That's who you should be focused on. That's who we should be worried about. All right. Isaiah chapter 10, Verse 20, and it shall come to pass in that day, this is a future prophecy, that the remnant of Israel and such as are escaped out of the house of Jacob shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the Holy One of Israel in truth. Okay, a remnant, okay, is going to escape out of the house of Jacob. And what's that escape? Okay, persecution, the tribulation from this devil for the most part. Now, there are going to be certain martyrs that are going to die for the will and name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, but for the most part, the elect is not going to die on this side, man, because throughout all the captivities, the Lord said Jerusalem, all that kills the prophets. It's not going to happen this time, man. The prophets were not going to ever put to death. The disciples are put to death in a Roman captivity. That's not going to happen this time. The apostles and the disciples, it's not going to happen this time, man. Okay, and this is the new Rome all over again, but the tables are going to turn because this is the last captivity of the nation of Israel. Okay, the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty power. So the remnant, the election, what does that word remnant mean? Let's get the definition of it. Remnant. Okay, what's that shit? Looks like the sha'ar or sha'ar. Okay, rest, residue, remnant, remainder, remnant, rest, residue, other, a remainder, other, remnant, residue, rest. Okay, so a certain small piece of the remainder that's going to be left over. Everyone else is going to be put to death, man. But the remainder of the nation of Israel is going to return unto Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai in truth and sincerity and repent, man, and come back to the ways, okay, and understand his ways fully, that as he has set up for his men to understand. Okay, for thy people Israel be as the sand of the sea, yet a remnant of them shall return. Okay, where is the sand in the sea, man? We're all over the place, man. We're scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. Hell, the nation of the tribe of Judah is like a nation unto itself by itself. You so-called Negroes, okay? The Lord said, a nation shall come out of thy loins when he prophesied to Abraham, okay? So we're a nation unto our own self in each tribe, okay? But a remnant is going to return. The consumption decree shall overflow with righteousness. Okay, and then they're going to be overflow with righteousness and be glorified in that day, but only for the elect, man. Okay. It's Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So, hey, this is out of the Lord's mouth. If you have a red letter Bible, this is a word. This is the words out of Yahweh's mouth, man. Okay, this is why the days are being shortened. Okay, which is why a week feels like a couple of days, feels like a day, because of the elect's sake, man. Because there won't be no flesh saved, because Esau is ruling. He's a maniacal, self-destructive devil, man. So the days have to be shortened. So otherwise, there will be no one here. But it's all for the elect's sake. Okay, Paul even said, I do all things for the elect's sake, man. And Jake loved to quote Paul. Okay, and Paul's writings and follow behind Paul. He endured all things. He said out of his own mouth, he endured all things for the elect's sake when you read the book of Timothy. I believe the second Timothy, the second chapter. Okay, so it's all about the elect, and we should focus on that, man. And now focus on how the ungodly is going to perish, because they're going to die, man. And the scriptures prophesy various ways of how the ungodly is going to perish. Okay, but Jake's so damn emotional, man, and it feels that they can't grasp the truth, man, and the reality of the scriptures, man, the matureness of the scripture, the maturity of the scriptures, because they're so in their damn emotions, man, and they can't get out of their own way, to see the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, but that's kind of pretty much all I had. I think the point's kind of been made, So in recap, just it's to focus on the elect and focus on the like-minded brothers that are going to be delivered. Okay, that's the important thing: the election and the glorification of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, and being a part of that number. Okay, actually, let's get one more scripture. This is what should be focusing and strove for, versus being all emotional and butthurt about someone being put to death, man. Grow up, as Elder Ariel always says, and then you have to grow up, man. The scriptures are already mature. It's not no fairy tale kid book that the world portrays. Okay. This second Ezra chapter 2, verse 42. I, Ezra, saw upon the Mount Zion a great people, whom I cannot number, and they all praise the Lord with songs. And in the midst of them there was a young man of high stature, taller than all the rest, and upon every one of their beds he set crowns, and was more exalted, which I marveled at greatly. So I asked the angel and said, Sir, what are these? He answered and said unto me, These be they that have put off the mortal clothing, and put on the immortal, and have confessed the name of the Most High. Now are they crowned and receive palms. That's what you should be worried about, man. Not everyone's gonna do this. Not everyone's gonna receive this reward, man. Okay, that's what you should be focusing on. Okay. Then said I unto the angel, What young person is it that crowneth them and giveth them palms in their hands? So he answered and said unto me, It is the Son of the Most High, who is Yahushua, whom they have confessed in the world. Then began I greatly to commend them that stood so stiffly for the name of the Lord. Not everyone's out there trying to make their body a living sacrifice, man. Standing so stiffly for the name of the Lord, man. It don't matter how much you go to, how many scriptures you break down, they can't get it, man. They're not on the frequency, man. They're on a totally different wavelength than the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. You know how you have those old radios where you're trying to catch that one station, you keep kind of skimming past it, but you can't really catch it. That's the truth, man. They can't stop on that station, man. That station's 144.000, man. Okay, and they can't put that dial on that radio station, man. They keep going past and they can't stop on it, man. That's just the way it is. Okay, not everyone's gonna stand stiffly for the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Then the angel said unto me, Go thy way and tell my people what manner of things and how great wonders of the Lord thy power thou hast seen. All right, and that's what we're doing. We're out there telling people, but they're not all going to get it. That's why even the Lord said sometimes you have to prophesy to the wind, man. Okay, even in the book of Ezekiel, he said that people weren't going to listen because they didn't listen to me, man. But go and tell them anyway. Okay, that's why there's no cloak for their sins, man. And in that way, we're warning them. But hey, we're getting the blood off our hands at the end of the day. But other than that, you don't worry about how the ungodly is going to perish, man. We're worrying about the elect at the end of the day. So with that, Lord will is edifying for Akim. I just want to say, call halal Yahweh, Bashim Yahushua, Bashim Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule out through the Spirit. Peace and blessings to the elect. Shalom.